A few weeks ago, I made this video with my friend about his grandfather who has fought in the Korean War.
Zijn majesteit bezig met zijn avondmaal.
Dat schrijft hij over zichzelf. Dat klinkt wel echt als je opa.
And eventually it became a very touching and impressive story, and I was also happy that many people have seen it. So in that video you can see that his grandfather was a hobby photographer and that he took many pictures during the Korean War. And on the backside of those pictures he wrote a small memo giving a little bit more context and some impression about that pictures. So I think that's very interesting. And the reason why I made that video is because, you know, I really want to try to keep the memory alive of this man, for sure. And I also want to try to make people think about what all the war veterans have done for the country, because it's just very important to remember. So to show my gratitude for sharing this impressive story, I really wanted to do something in return for the Wustel family. And that's why I'm making this video right now. And if you haven't seen the other video, by the way, then I recommend you to pause this one for now, go to the other video, watch it, and then come back again to see this one. So while I was in the Netherlands and while I was talking with Gavin, I suddenly got this idea that it would be really nice if we can display his grandfather's pictures in the war memorial in Korea. So what I did, I asked Gavin what he would think about this, and this is what he said.
Wat zou je ervan vinden als wat spul van je opa in een museum in Korea terechtkomt? De nagedachtenis van hem.
Dat zou wel gaaf zijn.
Ja.
Nee, serieus, lijkt me wel apart om te weten dat er ergens aan de andere kant van de wereld iets ligt wat van mijn opa is geweest.
Ja.
After coming back to Korea, the first thing I did was of course contacting the War Memorial Museum, and we asked them if it is possible to display the pictures and if they would be happy to receive them. And luckily we got a very positive response. They invited us.
Now at the War Memorial Cafe, and we just had a conversation with one of the manager of the donations. They said it's okay if you can donate a copy of the pictures that he took in the Korean War, and then they will try here to display it in the United Nations section.
And I was super happy to hear that they would like to receive the pictures and display them in the museum. And they even told me that it's okay to get a copy so the family can keep the original. So it's like a win-win situation, because the family doesn't have a lot of stuff from the Korean War from their grandfather, so they would like to keep the original versions. If they make a very good copy, it's probably already good enough for the museum to display it. So that's what we're gonna do.
So we just received a copy of the pictures, and let's find out how they look like and if they are good enough. So yeah, I just took out a few of them and they look really fine. So it's time to go to the museum and see if they can accept them.
그럼 이제 그걸 실제로 볼 수 있는 거는 이제
내년에는 기증실이고 이제
내후년에는
내후년에는 이제 유엔실.
wait 1 year.
아, 1 year?
지금 주신 거는 일단 뭐 바로 그저께 뭐
네.
인하를 하시긴 했는데 그래도
네.
더 이상 뭐 추가로 뭐 벌레가 먹는다든가 아니면은 좀 훼손이 된다든가 그런 거를 막기 위해서 일단은 그 보존 조치는 일단 올해 안에는 보존 조치 같은 거를 하는 거 진행하는 걸로 생각하시면 되고요. 그게 끝나고 나서 이제 내년부터 전시를 한다고 생각하시면 돼요. 그래서 네덜란드 쪽 이제 유엔실에 들어가는 방법도 있고 아니면 이런 공간에 저쪽에 가시면 이제 아까 말씀드린 것처럼 돼 있는데
네네네.
거기에서 이쪽으로 바로 가시는 경우도 있고 아니면 이제 유엔골실 쪽으로 가시는 아까 처음에 말씀드렸던 작년에 기준 전시는 이렇게 돼 있습니다.
와.
So it's going to be like separate.
Donated artifacts last year. 사진이 여러 장이 있으니까 뭐 붙여볼 수가 관계가
네네네.
없으니까 이런 식으로
이런 식으로.
재생이 되도록 해야겠습니다. It will be changed in next year.
Become 2019.
I'm
I'm really excited.
Amazing.
Yeah, right? Super cool.
And the thing is, the pictures will be kept like forever, generation to generation, and they will like feel the period more. And I think it's really honorable.
So knowing that these pictures will be displayed in the museum for the rest of the time gives a very satisfying and actually a very warm feeling. Unfortunately, we have to wait 1 year, one whole year, before they will be displayed. But yeah, that's of course for very good reasons and no problem at all. The only thing that I hope now is that if His Majesty Mr. Wustov is watching from above, that he can smile and be proud of his pictures to be seen by many Koreans and other visitors to the museum. I think it's a really nice gesture, and I think he really deserves this kind of commemoration, you know. So that's it for the video of today. I really want to thank you for watching, and really want to thank you also for the amazing comments you wrote on the other video. I just really appreciate it. So I see you in the next video. This was iGoBart. Out of.